Hey everyone! So, to make up for there not being a video yesterday, and also to get moving more on these next Pokemon Master Journeys vlogs, it's going to be combining some of them in earlier than I intended, but there's one great thing about having and not having your own set schedule. You can decide when you need to modify it. I mean, not having a set schedule, you can decide when you need to modify it, so anyway. Let's start by talking about episode 62, Not Too Close for Comfort. So, this episode sees Go Subbable to Drizzile, which places said Drizzile in a bit of a funk for the remainder of this volume and into the next one. Not going to get too into it right now because, like I talked about earlier in this season, and this is like the setup to what will be addressed at a later date. And yes, I have the script of what I want to do for the payoff, at least a third of the way written, so be ready for that. I mean, something I've been wanting to do again and address again for a long time, so there's that. And now, on to episode 63, On the Land, in the Sea, and to the future. So, this time, Chloe and her Eevee accompany Ash and Go on an assignment to Lily Cove City in the Horn region, and whereas we have them all take part in the Youth Marine Athletic race, and even if Eevee is not explicitly water type, she can still compete, and all things considered, I'm really liking how Iwane was one of the directors on this episode, and you can really tell this was around the time when they had to have multiple hands on deck, and also joining Izumi Shimura's work here because of everything that was going on at the time. But it does have solid work, I mean, and also I think that's another reason it isn't talked about as much for why there hasn't been another movie lately. Not just because of how other ones have performed, but also because of the circumstance they needed all hands on deck just to get the show on the air, so to speak. And also, another person taking part is a Vaporeon trainer whose name is Kylie, who, after all is said and done, ends up giving Chloe a water stone to help her try and find herself with her Eevee. There was also some bits where, like, in the first half of this, with the TV news crew, and also in the episode, as I talked about just now, with a Gorebyss and a Huntail, which ended up causing trouble at the competition. But overall, all these are still a couple of fairly decent episodes, I would say. And definitely a nice way to help start wrapping things up as well. Anyway, this is definitely something I've been wanting to talk to you about for quite a bit, just to make sure that I'm not just, as you know, playing multiverses and watching the OG Crow to avoid that terrible looking remake or reimagining, whatever the heck it is, which is also true. So I'll be getting you the next vlog relatively soon. As I mentioned before, I definitely want to do as much as I can, and especially since I heard there's going to be no new home for the Legacy seasons going forward. At least 22 of them are going to be on this free ad-supported tier, with more to come. That way all for now. Still looking soon. Take care, everyone.